Hi everybody, thanks for tuning in for another writing lesson. Last time we met, I read part of the book Panda Kindergarten to you guys. And today I've got another book and it's by the same author. Let me just remind you, we've got Joanne Ryder. She wrote My Father's Hands that we'd heard earlier in the year, Panda Kindergarten. And we're going to read this one today, Where Butterflies Go, and again, it's by Joanne Ryder. Before we get into that book, I just wanted to review this chart with you because we've been talking about nonfiction and we've been researching a whole bunch to get a lot of information about an animal that we're interested in doing our writing project on. And so let's just review some of the ways that we can be presenting the nonfiction information that you are researching. You can organize it into chapters, table of contents, and glossaries. You can use photos and captions. You could do that question and answer style. You could do an alphabet book like the one we've read. You can follow one individual. You can use illustrations as well. So when I'm reading Where the Butterflies Grow, kind of pay attention to that. What is the style of this book? Is it something we've seen or is it something new? Here we go. A little bit here. This is a growing place, green and warm and bright. Lift up a leaf and you may find someone ready to be born. Lift up a leaf and imagine. Imagine you are someone small, hidden in a tiny egg, growing bigger, growing darker, till one hot morning you burst your shell and creep into brightness. Imagine you are a creeper, thin and dark, living on a long, lacy leaf. When the wind tickles the leaf, you and your world shake. Okay, so let's pause here for just a second and let's just think. What do we notice about how this author, Joanne Ryder, is presenting the information in this book so far? Tell someone or think it to yourself. What do you notice so far? But you have feet, 2 rows of creeper feet that hold on tight and keep you safe. Like a tiny acrobat you creep, balancing and dangling high above the earth below. As you move, your soft, long body ripples, flowing slowly along green stems. You climb up the stems to eat the leaves. As you grow, you climb higher and higher where flowers spread like umbrellas. You nibble and eat the tiny white flowers. You eat and eat till your skin feels tight. Underneath, you have a new, bigger skin to grow into. You swallow air, puffing up and up till your tight skin splits. Old and wrinkled, it falls away like cast-off clothes. Look at you now in a new striped suit. In this sunny place, you eat and rest and grow, but others are growing too. You feel one coming close and you rear up. Orange horns pop out of your head. A strong scent puffs into the air. You look so fierce. The hungry one darts away, hoping to find a better tasting meal. You grow and grow, fat and full of flowers, until one day you stop looking for food. You creep along the ground, moving as fast as you can, hunting for some place tall and firm. You climb up a bare brown branch and make a silken sling to sleep in. Then you curl and stretch till your old skin splits loose. You wiggle, shaking your striped skin down and down until it falls away. No longer a creeper, you rest. In this green and growing place, you are hidden, hard to see or find, resting through the long, warm days. Hungry ones come near, but you are safe, looking like a small brown twig. Hidden inside, you are changing, growing new long legs, growing new wide wings, covered with tiny scales of color. As you change, you turn darker, revealing your black wings, black body, bright yellow spots all tucked inside. Until one morning you are ready to burst your twig-like shell. You crawl out, wet, crumpled, new. You dangle high on long, long legs and hang on tight. Your four wings slowly unfold, growing larger, growing brighter, full of bold colors. You wait, moving your wings, drying them, feeling them grow stronger and harder till a warm wind tickles you. Spreading your wings wide, you let go and fly higher and higher. You drift above the flowers, light and fragile like them. You touch nothing but sky, flying far above the ground. Then you fly low, from bright flower to bright flower, landing gently on the soft petals, tasting sweetness with your feet. You sip the sweet nectar through your long curled tongue. You soar over the bare branch where you rested, far above the growing place where you crept from leaf to leaf and flower to flower. Those long summer days you have grown and changed, and your world has grown too. Now it is time to fly to new places, time to look for others like yourself, bright flyers in the sun. Fly, butterfly, goodbye. Okay, so now that we've heard that, let's think, how does Joanne Ryder present information about butterflies? Think that to yourself for a second, or pause me and go share with somebody. Hopefully you came up with that she is presenting information so that she's imagining life from an animal's point of view. That's how she told this story, from that little animal's point of view. So that's an idea for you if you would like to write from an animal's point of view when you write your book on an animal that you've been researching. So to get a little bit of some ideas, we're going to do a quick write today, and we're going to imagine being an animal. So I've got a bunch of questions that I'm just going to kind of throw out to you right now. You might need to pause me if you need a little extra time to think about them. But after we've talked about all of the questions, then you'll have to time yourself for 5 minutes to get that writing started before our next part. So here are some questions to think about. This is like not the end all, but it's just to get your brain going. So if you could be any animal for a day, what would you be? Imagine having that animal's body. What does it feel like? And what do you see from that animal's point of view? What do you hear as that animal? What do you smell as that animal? And you're hungry, so what are you looking for to eat? And when you found it, whatever it is, what is it like to eat it? Those are just some questions to get you going, so that in the next 5 minutes, I want you to open up to your first blank page in your writer's notebook, and right at the top that you're going to do a quick write. And I want you to imagine that you are an animal, any animal. It could be one that you've started researching, or could be an animal that you're curious about. So go ahead and pause me and do that 5 minutes just to get warmed up. Okay, so you're back. You did your 5 minutes. You're warmed up. You've picked an animal. Your hand isn't hurting, but you're definitely getting going, which is great. For writing today, the next thing that I want you to do is I want you to spend 15-20 minutes researching another animal or an animal that you're curious about. Remember, all your notes need to go in your writer's notebook so that when we pick our animal, which is going to be pretty soon, that you've got all your notes in one location to pick from, okay? After you research for 15-20 minutes, then for writing time, I've got some prompts for you today to keep in mind. So I'll just show it to you. These are your choices today. I'll read them out to you as well. So for writing time today, you can continue your quick write, whatever you did. I am a blank for your animal. You can write 1 or 2 interesting things that you found out about an animal today. You could write 1 or 2 things that you are curious about, or you can add any new topics that interest you in the writing ideas section of your writer's notebook. All right, happy writing. Enjoy. Don't forget to like and subscribe.